Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lauren Anderson Field for Hopkinton Hillers varsity softball on HCAM, as today they take on the Nipmuc Warriors, and we are set to go. Charlotte Can on the mound for the Hillers. Tom Nappy on the call, Mike Terosian on camera. Hillers 9-5, Nipmuc 9-3. Nipmuc out of the Dual Valley League, as there's ball one. Ella Calvi, the pitcher, starting things off for the Nipmuc Warriors. Can set to deal, up high. Let's take you through the Nipmuc batting order. Kay Johnson is hitting second. Ella Farrell, the third baseman, hitting third. Janelle Sirocco, the left fielder, hitting cleanup, as this is hit in the air and caught by the second baseman, Charlotte Holden, one away. That'll bring up Kay Johnson, the center fielder. Caitlin Julian, the first baseman, hitting fifth. Sarah DeBagus, the shortstop, hitting sixth. Allison Lukasek, the right fielder, hitting seventh. Bridget Klupa, the second baseman, hitting eighth. Leanna Patrick, the catcher, hitting ninth. As there's ball one. As for the Hillers defense, Charlotte Can on the mound today. That's after Juliana Cedia got the win against Medway yesterday. And what was a wild game ended up in a 16-14 Hillers win after a big comeback by Medway to get back into it. Kelsey McCoy is Charlotte Can's battery mate. Bailey Harrigan at first base. Charlotte Holden at second, a swing and a miss. Emily Jurassic at shortstop. Ashley Callery at third. From left to right, you have Holly Paharik, Caroline DeSimone, as we are set for the pitch, and Kelsey McCoy. Two and two the count. Late change in the Hillers lineup as McCoy moved out to right field. There's a ball. So Adams is the catcher. She's the flex for Hopkinton. Swing and a miss. There's out number two. That'll bring up Ella Fernald, the third baseman. A beautiful afternoon today. Temperatures in the 70s, sunny skies.
Nice breeze.
Very nice breeze. There's always a little breeze here at Lauren Anderson Field as that pitch up high. 1-0. Wind up and the pitch, a little high. Nipmuc High School, I'd say about 15 minutes from here. Pretty close. This could be the start of a good rivalry between two very good softball programs. Up high. 3-0 the count. There's a strike. 3-1. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss. That'll fill up the count. Can does a good job battling back. There's a 3-0 count at one point. She winds and deals. Ooh, close, but Ella Fernal draws the walk, a little inside. Janelle Sirocco, the left fielder, to the plate. And this is hit high in the air towards shallow center, and it's going to drop. And the lead runner heading to third. The throw, a little off the mark. Everybody's safe. Tough ball to play, especially with the blistering sun. And it's runners on second and third. That'll bring up Caitlin Julian. First baseman takes a strike. Wind up in the pitch, and this is up the middle. That's going to get through. One run is in, and that's all that'll score. But the Warriors are up 1-0. An RBI single for Julian. She advances to second on the throw. Sirocco moves up to third. And now Sarah DeBaggis, the shortstop, to the plate. She winds and deals. And that's going to get by the catcher. Runner stays put at third. Good recovery by Adams. Can winds and deals. That's fouled off. The last start for Charlotte Can was this past Monday in Millis. She pitched a complete game, striking out 13. And the Hillers took the win in that one. And this is up the middle. That's going to get through. Another run's going to score. It's 2-0 Warriors. An RBI single for Sarah DeBaggis. And that'll bring up Allison Lukasek, the right fielder. Caitlin Julian up third. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Little low there. Oh, nope. Just in the zone. The late strike call. Can winds and deals down low, gets by the catcher, and advancing to second is DeBaggis. Julian stays put at third. Advance on the wild pitch. And this is a slow roller up the right side. Glove by the first baseman. The flip to first for the out. And that'll go down as a 3-4 out. 4 out number 3, but the Warriors played a pair. It's 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first on HCAM. Bottom of the first inning, Emily Jurassic to lead things off for the Hillers. On the mound for Nipmuc, it's Ella Calvi. Let's take a look at the Hillers lineup. Shortstop Emily Jurassic leads things off. Charlotte Holden, second baseman, batting second. Caroline D. Simone, the center fielder, hitting third. Holly Paharik, left fielder, hitting cleanup. Ashley Callery, third baseman, hitting fifth. Juliana Cedia, the designated player, hitting sixth. Charlotte Can, the pitcher, hitting seventh. Bailey Harrigan, the first baseman, hitting eighth. Kelsey McCoy, the right fielder, hitting ninth. And Zoe Adams, the catcher, is the flex. I'll get you the Nipmuc defense in just a moment. As Jurassic puts this into left field. One pitch and a hit for the Hillers. I'll bring up Charlotte Holden. The Nipmuc Warriors defense, Ella Calvi on the mound. Leanna Patrick is her battery mate. Caitlin Julian at first. Bridget Kolpa at second. Sarah DeBagus at shortstop. Ella Fernald at third base. That pitch is in there for a strike. From left to right, Janelle Saraco, Kay Johnson in center, Allison Lukasek in right. And this is going to be right up the middle too. The pitcher picks it up, throws over in time. Jurassic advances to second on the 1-3 putout. That'll bring up Caroline DeSimone. DeSimone, a .404 batting average, .474 on base percentage. 4 home runs to her credit. Takes that one outside. (15 RBIs for DeSimone and 21 runs scored. And that's outside. Two and oh. Inside, 3-0. Wind up and the pitch. And she'll draw the 4-pitch walk. That will bring up the cleanup hitter, Holly Paharic, who was huge in the win against Medway yesterday and has been huge all season long, really. 28 RBIs and 27 runs scored. She takes ball one. 4 home runs to her credit. .569 batting average, .614 on base percentage. And gets a piece of this, ripped foul. 1-1. Runners on first and second, one out as that pitch is rolled in. I think it just kind of slipped out of her hand there. 2-1. Wind up and the pitch. A little inside, 3-1. And that's tapped foul. That'll fill up the count. Paharic not afraid to swing for the low pitches. And this is ripped into right field. That's going to get down. And here comes a Hiller run. Jurassic being waved around. Here comes a second run. DeSimone is going to score. And Paharic is stopped at third, a 2 RBI triple. And it's a 2-2 game. This is kind of how yesterday's game got started. Hillers gave up a couple runs in the first and then immediately responded. That'll bring up Ashley Callery. Still only one out. Paharic with a significant lead as there's strike one. Well, Calvi's been a little wild to start off, and if that ball happens to get by Patrick behind the plate, you should expect Paharik to take off. And this is up the left side, picked up by the third baseman. Paharik's taking off. The throw home, they got her. No, they didn't. She avoided the tag. It looked like they got her, but she avoided the tag. What a maneuver by Holly Paharik. So that'll turn into a sacrifice RBI ground out for Callery and make it a 3-2 game. That'll bring up Juliana Cedia. Well, the ball was certainly in the catcher's hand in time, and Paharik just able to do a little jump around the tag and tag home plate. That is some good base running. Juliana Cedia stepping in. She's been good with the bat. .355 batting average on the season, .512 on base percentage, 10 RBIs, 4 runs scored. That one down low. Set to deliver. Whoa, look out. Bases are clear. That's down low. Two and one the count. 3-1. Look, Calvi a bit wild out there. And Cedia draws the walk. It's going to bring up Charlotte Can. And will we get a pinch runner? Looks like for now they're going to leave Cedia out there. It's outside. Down low, throw to first, she slides back safe.
Keep them honest.
And this is up the middle off the second base bag. And Cedia is safe at second, Can aboard at first. A nice single there. And that'll bring up Bailey Harrigan. Well, you hit it directly up the middle like that, chances are there's not going to be much of a play on it. And we will get a pinch runner for the pitcher. Sarah Pessin to pinch run for Can. Tapped foul. The 0-1. And therefore strike. Set to deliver. And there's the ball. A little inside, 1-2. Outside, got away from the catcher. Cedia taking off. Throw to third is going to get into left field. And Cedia is going to stay put at third. Pessin advances up to second. and she's automatically going to get to go home because of the overthrow. And Pessin will move up to third. So that's going to make it a 4-2 game. Some good base running there by Juliana Cedia. Bailey Harrigan at a 119 average, 178 on base percentage. But when she gets on base, she does have good speed. Wind up and the pitch. And she gets a good pace to this one too, right field. It's caught for the out. And that'll retire the side, but the Hillers plate 4 runs, and they lead it 4-2 as we head to the top of the second on HCAM. Top of the second inning, 8-9 and 1 due up for the Warriors of Nipmuc. Bridget Klupa, the second baseman, stepping in to face Charlotte Can. Nice inning by the Hillers as they played 4 runs and respond to a pair of runs by the Warriors. Charlotte Can on the season has thrown 34 1/3 of an inning, 5 wins, 1 loss, and a 2.65 ERA. Wind up and the pitch. In there for a strike. That's going to be a ball called high, and I think that might have been a strike. McCoy hung on to it. Here's the 1-1, and this is hit in the air foul. 1-2. Boys lacrosse also in action against Medway. We'll try to get you some updates throughout this broadcast. We will have that game available at a later date as this is popped up and caught by the catcher. 1 away. Leanna Patrick, the catcher, to step in for Nipmuc. And she's going to bunt in. It's picked up, throw to first, not in time. The speedy Patrick beats it out. Nice bunt there right up the third base line. That'll bring up Ella Calvi, the pitcher. And there's a bunt, pulled back, runner taking off, throw to second, a little off the mark, stolen bag by Patrick. One and one the count. Little high. Leanna Patrick trying to play some head games with Charlotte Can. Wind up and the pitch. And this is hit in the air right side, and that is going to be foul. Leanna Patrick was actually on the Dover Sherborne Hopkinton Co-op girls hockey team. So familiar perhaps with some of these Hillers. She was a great hockey player as well. Into right field. That's going to be a fair ball. Patrick coming around third base. She'll score with ease. An RBI single for Ella Calvi. And now she's going to advance to second as the throw is home. It's a 4-3 game. Still only one out. Kate Johnson to the plate, the center fielder. And there's a bunt up the third base line. Throw to first is high. Runner from third coming home. And we are tied back up at 4. So Kate Johnson reaches on the errant throw. And Calvi scores on the error. That'll bring up Ella Fernald. Well, some sloppy defense so far in this one. Candiles down low. 1-0 count. Fernald walked last inning. Looks like we may have another offensive affair today. And this is ripped into left field, foul. 1-1. Little high there. Well, both of these teams, you better believe, are going to be aggressive on the base paths. And this is hit high in the air, foul into the woods. Some good power on that foul ball. 2-2. Swing and a miss. There's out number 2. Second strikeout of the game for Charlotte Can. That'll bring up Janelle Sirocco, the left fielder and cleanup hitter. She had a single in the first inning and scored one of the 2 runs. And she gets a good piece of this one. Up the middle, trickles into center. Kate Johnson being waved around. Throw home is high. It's 5-4 Nipmuc. An RBI single for Sirocco. She advances on the throw. And I'll bring up Caitlin Julian, the first baseman. Back and forth we go. You're at Lauren Anderson Field. In there for a strike. A little high, says the umpire. Appears the umpire has a bit of a lower strike zone. The 1-1. She held up there and takes ball 2. Up high. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. That'll fill up the count. Down low, it's a walk. And Sirocco takes off for third. Sarah DeBaggis, the shortstop, stepping to the plate. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. There's a strike. Runner from first takes off. Stolen base for Julian. And that's chopped foul. 0-2. Down low. Good block behind the plate by Zoe Adams. Oof, just a little outside. 2-2. And this is up the left side. Slow roller picked up by Jurassic. Throw to first. Not in time, and a run scores. Infield single for DeBaggis and an RBI. Julian up to third, and Nipmuc has batted around as Allison Lukasek steps to the plate. Down low. DeBaggis takes off, stolen base. Another low ball. 2-0. Fouled off. 2-1. Little conference on the mound between Zoe and Charlotte. Down low. 3-1. Well, if Can continues to struggle to find the zone, you wonder if we'll see Cedia today. There's a walk. That'll bring up Bridget Klupa, the second baseman, for the second time this inning. Up high. Up high, 2-0. She winds and deals. Strike one. Bases are full of Nipmuc Warriors. Nipmuc could break this game wide open right here. That's fouled away, 2-2. 6-4, Warriors lead. Thing the Hillers have going for them is they certainly have the bats to respond to this. But they certainly want to try to get out of this inning right here. And this is hit high in the air over to center field, caught by DeSimone. And that is the third out, but the Warriors plate 4 runs and lead it 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the second on HCAM. Bottom of the second inning, 6-4 Nipmuc lead. Kelsey McCoy stepping in for the Hillers. We have a boys lacrosse update at the end of the first quarter. Medway leading Hopkinton 3-2. And a good TVL battle going on right now behind us.
Watch that replay later on.
And we'll have the replay of that game for you available on our YouTube page. And airing on the HCAM Ed channel as this pitch is low. Up high. Two and oh the count. McCoy, a .375 batting average on the season. Takes a strike there. .444 on base percentage. Has 9 RBIs and 11 runs scored. There's ball 4. Top of the order, Emily Jurassic coming up. Jurassic has hit the ball well this season. .321 batting average, .368 on base percentage, takes that low. Four RBIs, 12 runs to her credit. And gets a good piece of this one, but it's going to stay up there for a while and be caught by Kay Johnson for the first out. And I'll bring up Charlotte Holden. Charlotte Holden, a .244 batting average, .393 on base percentage. 9 RBIs, 19 runs scored. Takes that one low. Runner from first going to try to advance a throw. Not in time. A little off the mark on the throw, and McCoy gets the steal. There's a strike. 1-1. Down low. And this is popped in the air and caught by the second baseman. 2 away. I'll bring bring up Caroline D. Simone, who walked her last time up and scored one of the 4 runs in the first inning. Takes that one outside. And this is foul up the left side. 1-1. The ump says outside. 2-1. And that is fouled away. 2-2. Oh, Warriors a chance to get out with a clean inning here. Ooh. The ump says outside. Full count. That was close. And this is ripped up the left side, picked up by the third baseman. Throw over, it's dropped. And coming around third is McCoy. It's 6-5. So D. Simone reaches on the error by the first baseman, and McCoy comes around to score. I'll bring up Holly Paharik, a dangerous hitter. Had a 2 RBI triple last inning. Now this is the part of the order you don't want to see get any momentum if you're Nipmuc. Outside. And this is popped up, caught by the second baseman. The Hillers do play to run, and it's a 6-5 game as we head to the top of the third on HCAM. Top of the third inning. Leanna Patrick, the catcher, stepping in. A 6-5 lead for Nipmuc. And we have a new pitcher. Juliana Cedia is on the mound. And the first pitch, the umpire didn't like it. Bunt pulled back, hit in the air, and that'll drop in for a hit. And the speedy Patrick is on base. Top of the order now, Ella Calvi, the pitcher, will come up to the plate. Bunt pulled back, runner taking off. They got her in a pickle now. Throw to first, throw to second, got her! Caught stealing is Patrick, 1 away. Could that be momentum the Hillers needed? The 0-1. Up the left side, slow roller, picked up by the shortstop, throw over, not in, and it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Throw is a bit short. So Calvi reaches on the error. Kay Johnson to the plate. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking pitch. A little tip. That's typically a play that Jurassic will make. Threatening to throw down is Zoe Adams. 1-1 the count. And this is golfed into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. 2-1 with 1 out. Calvi up to second. Kay Johnson at first. Ella Fitzgerald to the plate. Excuse me, Ella Fernald to the plate.
Oh, yes.
I added some letters there.
You're like my favorite singer to me.
There's a strike. That's right, I was thinking of the singer. The 0-1. Foul up the left side, 0-2. And this is up the left side, picked up by the third baseman, throw over. And they did not get her. So it's going to be bases loaded. Tough play to make by Callery. Speaking of Ashley Callery, I had the pleasure of getting whacked in the stomach with a softball while I was getting the lineups thrown from Ashley Callery. This is hit in the air over to left field, caught. Runner from third gonna tag. Good throw home, and it's just off the mark. So sacrifice RBI flyout allows Calvi to score. Kay Johnson up to third. Fitzgerald to second. Caitlin Julian to the plate. There's a ball. One and oh. And this is hit in the air, foul up the right side. That'll make it a 1-1 count. 2 on, 2 outs. 7-5, Nipmuc lead. And this is up the left side. That is going to be a fair ball. 1 run is in. Here comes another run. And advancing to second on the 2 RBI double is Caitlin Julian. It's a 9-5 Nipmuc lead now. That'll bring up Sarah DeBagus, the shortstop. And this is hit in the air and caught by DeSimone. What a dive. And that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning after 2.5. It's a 9-5 Nipmuc lead on HCAM. Bottom of the third inning. Ashley Callery stepping in. 9-5 Nipmuc lead. It's been a pretty wild game. And bear with me, folks. I'm multitasking right now. Mike had to attend to something, a prior commitment, so I'm going to be doing camera and announcing. As Callery steps in, that pitch down low from Calvi. And this is up the middle. That's going to get through. And it's going to be a leadoff single for Callery. That'll bring up Juliana Cedia, who started off as the designated player but has since taken over on the mound. First pitch is a ball. Little inside there. 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. And that just missed this. Oh no, that is a strike. 2-2. Bit of a slow sign from the umpire at times. Fouled off. Little high. It'll fill up the count. And she'll draw the walk. 2 on, no outs for the Hillers. Charlotte Can to the plate. She's the new designated player. Started the game on the mound, but had a bit of trouble finding her spots. Swing and a miss. Hopkinton boys lacrosse has tied things up with Medway. It's 6-6 at the half. Good battle going on between Hopkinton and Medway. You'll be able to see it on our YouTube page in the very near future. 0-2 the count on Can. Can had a single in the first inning. Up high. 1-2. Swing and a miss. 1 away. First strikeout of the game for Ella Calvi. That'll bring up Bailey Harrigan. Harrigan flew out to right field in her only plate appearance back in the first inning. Fouled off. The 0-1. Outside. Well, this game just over an hour old. Only in the bottom of the third inning. Already 14 combined runs. 9-5 Nipmuc lead. Outside. And this is ripped up the left side, bobbled by the shortstop, and everybody's going to be safe. Bases loaded for the Hillers. Callery up to third, Cedia to second. We're the pinch runner for Cedia, Cameron Trendle up to second. Harrigan to first on the error. That'll bring up Kelsey McCoy. There's a strike. Fouled off. Oh, and 2 the count. A little high. One and 2 count. Just stays alive, getting a piece of that one. The 1-2. Upstairs. Two and 2 the count. That was called a ball. 3 and 2. Very low strike zone today. There's a walk. Run comes around to score. Callery comes around. Cam Trendle up to third. Harrigan to second. McCoy to first. Emily Jurassic to the plate. Down low. And that's going to get away. Runners stay put. Yeah. We're going to get a conference in the pitcher's circle amongst the Nipmuc infield. Clearing off the mound right now. So it's a 9-6 Hillers lead. Got to do a double check. The scoreboard stating 9-7. But it's easy to get confused in this wild game. And we'll see if they're going to leave Ella Calvi in. quite a long conference out there. There we go. Emily Jurassic 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored a run in the first inning. Flew out in the second. Still only in the bottom of the third. It's been a wild one. Down low. Oh, no, it's a strike, according to the umpire. Low strike zone. There's a ball. 1-1. Correction, 3-1. And this is hit into center field. 1 run is in. Here comes another run around to score. And we are tied up. For correction, it's a 9-8 game. That's a 2 RBI hit. McCoy up to second. Cameron Trendle scores. Harrigan scores as well. Charlotte Holden at the plate. Up high. Holden 0 for 2. There's a ball, according to the umpire. Down low, there's a walk that'll reload the bases. That'll bring up Caroline DeSimone. I think we're going to get maybe a new pitcher here. Well, this has been a game that both teams struggling to find consistent pitching and consistent defense. And some good hits as well. But it's made for a wild one. Let's see. We will indeed get a new pitcher. It's going to be Caitlin Julian moving over from first to take over, it looks like. And Ella Calvi will go play first base. So with the pitching change, we'll step aside. It's a 9-8 Nipmuc lead on HCAM. We are set to continue on. First pitch from Caitlin Julian is low to Caroline DeSimone. Still only 1 out in the inning, a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. And this is hit in the air, left side caught. Runner from third gonna tag, throw home, got her. No doubt about that one. And that'll wrap up the inning. The top of the 4th inning. Lost track there for a second, folks. It's been a wild game. A 9-8 Nipmuc lead as Allison Lukasek steps in. Cedia delivers A nice strike. Pitch had a pretty good drop to it. And this is up the middle, slow roller, picked up, throw to first, got her. 1-3, 4 out number 1. That'll bring up Bridget Klupa. Wind up and the pitch, down low. Seven, 8, and 9 for Nipmuc this inning. Liana Patrick due up next. Down low. 2-0. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Caitlin Julian does next inning pitching-wise for Nipmuc. She got them out of what seemed like a pretty big jam in the bottom of the third pretty quickly and threw some good pitches. So perhaps Nipmuc found what they needed. Up the first base side, foul. Two and one the count. And this is up the left side, picked up by the shortstop, throw to first. Not in time. Bridget Klupa with the infield single. I'll bring up Liana Patrick. Patrick having a good day. Pair of singles and a run scored. Also a stolen base to her credit. She was caught stealing as well. This is a bunt. Picked up, throw to first. Not in time. Runner from second heading to third. They got her. So caught advancing is Klupa. Patrick legs out the bunt for a single, and that'll bring up Ella Kelvey, the pitcher. Or at least was the pitcher. She got the start and was relieved the last inning for Caitlin Julian, then moved over to first base. There's a strike. Late strike sign there. 1 on, 2 outs. And that is a strike. Patrick does get the steal. Got by the catcher. And this is ripped into left field. Patrick is going to be stopped at third. Good throw in by Holly Paharic. Single for Calvi. It's going to bring up Kate Johnson, the center fielder. Zoe Adams wants a word. Holly Paharic got the start as the catcher yesterday against Medway. Did a nice job. She just has a good arm, good athlete. Wind up and the pitch. And this is going to be a slow roller up the right side. Picked up, flipped to first, and they got her. Just in time. And that will wrap up the top of the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. It's a 9-8 Nipmuc lead on HCAM. Bottom of the fourth inning, Holly Paharic due up. 4, 5, and 6 for the Hillers. Paharic, Callery, and Cedia. Bear with me, folks. I'm doing camera as well. Big thank you to Mike Derosian, who was able to help out with the first few innings. Parik, 2 RBI triple in the first. Anna has flown out so far. Gets a piece of this one. It's foul. Oh, and 1 the count. And this is hit in the air, and it is foul. A little high, says the umpire. 1 and 2. And this is going to be hit in the air, and it is caught for the out. Caught by Kay Johnson, the center fielder. 1 away. Ashley Callery to the plate. She had a sacrifice RBI in the first, singled and scored a run in the third. That one in the dirt, 1 and 0. And this is hit in the air, foul. One and 1. Well, it seems like Caitlin Julian has calmed things down a bit. It's put a kind of a halt to the Hillers offense. And this is going to be a slow roller, and it is going to be foul. Just rolled foul. 1 and 2. Set to deal. And this is going to be ripped into center field. And a nice single there. So Callery is aboard with the 1-out single. It's going to bring up Juliana Cedia. Pitch outside, 1 and 0. And this is golfed into right field. That's going to land for a hit. It'll be runners on first and second for the Hillers. I'll bring up Charlotte Can. 2 on, 1 out. Pinch runner in for Cedia. Cam Trendle in. Fouled away. Cameron Trendle, a freshman, and a good base runner. And that's going to get away from the catcher. Both runners advance. A wild pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. There's a ball according to the umpire, 2-2. There's strike 3. 2 away. That'll bring up Bailey Harrigan. Harrigan has flown out and reached on an error. 2 on, 2 outs. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And there's strike 3. That'll wrap up the 4th inning. It remains a 9-8 Nipmuc lead. To the top of the 5th we go on HCAM. Top of the 5th inning, 3, 4, and 5 due up for Nipmuc. Ella Fernald, the third baseman, Janelle Sirocco, the left fielder, and Caitlin Julian, the pitcher. There's a ball, 1-0. And this is hit in the air, right side foul. One and one, the count. Ferrald has been hit by a pitch, struck out and singled, scored a pair of runs. And this is fouled off. Into the woods it goes. 1-2. And hit in the air, right side, and caught by the first baseman. Harrigan making the catch, 1 away. Janelle Sirocco to the plate. The umpire says ball 1. And this is hit in the air and caught by DeSimone for the second out. That'll bring up Caitlin Julian, the pitcher. Ball 1, a little outside. And this is foul. One and one the count. Julian has reached base all 3 times at the plate. Single, a double, and a walk down low. Also has 3 RBIs and a stolen base to her credit. And this is tattooed right side and caught deep in the outfield by Holly Paharic for the third out. And we will head to the bottom of the fifth on HCAM. Into the bottom of the fifth we go. 9-1 and 2 due up for the Hillers. Kelsey McCoy, Emily Jurassic, and Charlotte Holden to face Caitlin Julian, who since coming in the third has really calmed this game down. That pitch down low, 1-0. Wind up and the pitch, fouled into the backstop. McCoy has walked a pair of times, scored a run and stole a base. A little low there. Well, you've been getting the strike call most of the day on those. The 2-1. Fouled off. 2-2. And this is fouled off. Good battle here between McCoy and Julian. Into the backstop. Count remains 2-2. Another foul. Well, regardless of the result of this plate appearance, it's certainly a good one, making the pitcher work. And fouled again. Down low. 3-2. And she draws the walk. Well, that was a borderline pitch, but you haven't been getting any of those high ones all day. Nice effort there by Kelsey McCoy, reaching base for her third time today. That's her third walk of the day. Emily Jurassic will step in. And that's going to get by the catcher. Runner's going to advance. 1-0. I say it's a pass ball there. A little outside the zone, but right in the glove of the catcher. And that is foul. Runner on second, no outs. Down low. Up high. 3-1. And this is right to the third baseman. Nice catch made there. That'll bring up Charlotte Holden. Down low. I think that one just slipped out of her hand. One on, one out. Here's a strike. Up the left side, glove by the third baseman, throw over, they got her. 5-3 for the out. McCoy did move up to third. Caroline DeSimone with a chance to tie it up. And she gets a piece of this, but it's foul. DeSimone has walked, reached on an error, and flown out so far. Takes that one inside. Scored a run in the first inning. 1-1 the count. And this is on the ground, left side, picked up by the third baseman, throw over, and they get her. A 5-3 out, 4 out number 3. We move to the top of the 6th, and the score remains Nipmuc 9, Hopkinton 8 on HCAM. Top of the 6th inning. Tom Nappy happy to be with you for Hopkinton Hillers softball. It started off as a very wild game with some good hits and some miscues on defense. But the last few innings, last 2 innings to be exact, both teams scoreless for the last 2 innings, and it remains a 9-8 Nipmuc lead as DeBagas steps in to face Cedia. There's a bunt, and that's going to land right in front of home plate. Picked up, not in time on the throw. Well, Nipmuc wants a little security. They're going to try to manufacture some runs. You could score that a single, and that's DeBagas' 3rd single of the game. She also has 2 RBIs and a stolen base as Allison Lukasek steps in. And another bunt. And that's foul. Well, I think if you're the Hillers, you got to be ready for those bunts. Sometimes when the game's at a standstill, that's what you do. Just try to get something going. Infield playing way in on the corners for obvious reasons. And there's another bunt, and it's foul. So we'll see the bunt more than likely get called off, but you never know. The 0-2. And this is up the middle. Through it goes into center field, and it's 2 on for the Warriors. I'll bring up Bridget Klupa. She is 1 for 3 today, single, and she flew out a pair of times. Little in there for a strike, 0-1. And this is hit hard to center field, but right at DeSimone, who makes the catch. Good catch, good throw back in, one away. I'll bring up Leanna Patrick, the catcher. There's another bunt. There's a strike, 0-1. Runners on first and second, one out. And it's a bunt, and it's foul. Oh, and 2. Well, this game just about to reach the 2-hour mark. Bunt, pulled back, and a swing there, foul. And couldn't hold. There's out number 2. That'll bring up Ella Calvi. Calvi was the starting pitcher, moved over to first base. Swing and a miss. And the runners take off, double steal. DeBaggis moves up to third, Lukasek to second. And this is up the left side and off the shortstop. And she seems to be hurt. I hope she's okay. A pair of Nipmuc runs will score. That was just an unfortunate incident there. And Jurassic is down. We certainly hope she's okay. And with the injury on the field, we are going to step aside. It is an 11-8 Nipmuc lead in the top of the 6th on HCAM. Well, you need to give Emily Jurassic a lot of credit. She is staying in the game. That ball was hit very hard. And almost an impossible play to make. It was hit so hard. You needed to react essentially immediately. And she took it off the jaw, I believe. But she is staying in there. And that just shows what a tough competitor she is. Big credit to Emily Jurassic. Stepping in is Kay Johnson. 11-8 Nipmuc lead. 2 runs did score on the 2 RBI single by Ella Calvi. I don't even think you can call that an error. That ball was hit so hard. In fact, I'm not going to call it an error. That was a rocket. 2-0 the count. Here's a strike. And this is up the right side through the legs of the first baseman. Lead runner heading to third. The throw not in time. Kay Johnson with a single advances to second on the throw. Ella Fernald to the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. There's a strike. And this is ripped into left field. That'll get down. 1 run is going to score. And that is going to be an RBI single by Fernald. She advances on the throw in. Calvi scores. Kay Johnson up to third. Janelle Sirocco, the left fielder, to the plate. A 12-8 Warriors lead. Inside. And gets a piece of this one. Caught by Jurassic. And that will be the final out of the top of the 6th. But the Nipmuc Warriors plate 3 more. They lead it 12-8 on HCAM. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Hillers. Holly Paharik, Ashley Callery, and Juliana Cedia. We'll see if they can get to Caitlin Julian as she's pitched a pair of shutout innings. That's fouled away. None of the runs scored in this game are credited to her. She has really calmed things down. There's a ball. 1-1. And this is up the left side, gloved by the third baseman. Throw to first is going to get by. And Paharik is aboard. Very hard hit ball. But it was an errant throw. So she reaches on the error. That'll bring up Ashley Callery. And this is ripped into left field. That's going to get down. It's going to be runners on first and second for the Hillers. I'll bring up Juliana Cedia. Well, this has been the most dangerous part of the batting order for the Hillers. They are trying to make some noise here, trailing by 4. Down low. Ball 2. Cedia has had quite the day at the plate. Pair of walks, a single. Scored 2 runs. And fouled away. 2-1. She's really a valuable hitter to this team. And, of course, valuable on the mound as well. She really calmed things down. Nipmuc hasn't scored since the first 3 innings either. So she has pitched a pair of shutout innings and really kept the Hillers in this game. 2-2. Big swing there and a miss. 1 away. It's going to bring up Charlotte Can. Swing and a miss. And gets a piece of this one over to right field and caught. And the runners are going to stay put. Two away. We'll bring up Bailey Harrigan. And this is hit very hard to left field. And that is going to go off the fence. Lead runner being waved around, and here she comes. And that's going to be a 2-run double by Bailey Harrigan. What a great piece of hitting that was. Crushed the ball nearly out of the ballpark. Holly Paharik and Ashley Callery both score. It's a 12-10 game. Kelsey McCoy to the plate. Well, you get the tying run at the plate. Fouled away. And I'm hearing a lot of Hiller cheers at the boys lacrosse game. Perhaps we're going to get some good news in just a moment. That pitch inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And that is foul and caught. So we will head to the 7th with the score. Nipmuc 12, Hopkinton 10. You are tuned in to Hillers Varsity Softball on HCAM. 7th inning. A swing and a miss by Caitlin Julian. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Julian, DeBaggis, and Lukasek. 12-10 Nipmuc lead. It's been a good momentum shifting game. A swing and a miss there. 0-2. And this is hit in the air, caught by the ranging third baseman Ashley Callery. One away. I'm going to bring up Sarah DeBaggis, the shortstop. Well, the Hillers have had a couple of comeback walk-offs this season, so who knows? There's a bunt, and that is foul. Oh, they're going to call her out because she threw the bat down and the ball rolled back and hit the bat. So that is an automatic out. 2 away. That is hitter's interference, and that'll bring up Allison Lukasek. And this is right off the glove of Cedia, picked up by Callery. Throw to first is low, and now she's going to head over to second. The throw to second is off the mark, and she is aboard with 2 outs. A tough play to make there. They really had to get that throw off quick and rushed it a tad. So Lukasek reaches on the error. That'll bring up Bridget Klupa, the second baseman. Again, apologies, folks. Doing my best here. Working the cameras. Mike Terosian had to take off. And, of course, bringing you some commentary on what has been an exciting game here on this Thursday evening. There's a strike. Well, it's important for the Hillers here to hold Nipmuc at the 2-run lead heading into the bottom of the 7th. Runner taking off from second. Throw to third. Not in time. Lukasek advances on the pass ball. Little high, and Zoe Adams chases the runner back to third. Nipmuc will love some security. And this is hit hard left field, and it is caught by a raging Holly Paharic for the third out. We will head to the bottom of the seventh. Nipmuc leads it 12-10 on HCAM. Bottom of the seventh, Hillers down to their final 3 outs, but it is top of the order for the Hillers. Emily Jurassic, Charlotte Holden, and Caroline DeSimone due up. Wind up and the pitch, and this is hit high in the air and caught by a ranging second baseman. 1 away. In the boys lacrosse game, the Hillers scored just as time expires to tie the game at 12. They are currently in overtime with Medway. So exciting stuff going on behind us, as well as this is hit and caught by the shortstop. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Caroline DeSimone, the last hope for the Hillers. There's a ball. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Well, the win would actually go to Caitlin Julian, since the starter did not make it past the second inning, if Nipmuc hangs on, that is. A 2-1 count. Wind up and the pitch. Down low, 3-1. You got Holly Paharic due up next. Shall DeSimone reach? Set to deliver. And it's a walk. Holly Paharic to the plate. She had a 2 RBI triple in the first. Flew out a pair of times, reached on an error, has scored a pair of runs. And she will pop this one up left side, and it is caught. And the Nipmuc Warriors hang on to win the game 12-10. It was an exciting game, a well thought out game. Some good hitting on both sides, and a wild one, but the Nipmuc Warriors get the victory, 12-10 over the Hopkinton Hillers. Hopkinton falls to 9-6. Nipmuc improves to 10-3, and a big congratulations to the Nipmuc Warriors as they clinch a playoff spot. The Hillers just 1 win away from doing so themselves, but a 12-10 final here at Lauren Anderson Field in favor of the Nipmuc Warriors over the Hopkinton Hillers. For Matt Clark back in our studio, Mike Terosian, who helped out with camera, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.